The Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, which is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. And first and foremost, we're going to face the east. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, B'Chad, belongs to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. And we're clearly at the end. If you can't see it, that means the Lord have blinded you, man. All right? Because the end is here, man. All right? Esau's kingdom is at a close now. Okay? So he's trying to scramble to try to keep his kingdom going forever. You know, what's the main way that he thinks he's going to do that? He's trying to eliminate the elect, and he's trying to also implement the microchip. Okay? Which ultimately, the elimination of the elect, that's going to fail, and he's not going to get to enjoy his enterprise dealing with the microchip, man. All right, so let's get Revelations 12 and 17. Go ahead.
Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Yeah, the remnant of her seed. And who is the woman? The woman is Israel, right? The remnant of her seed represents the remnant, the elect. Okay? Right? The 144,000 and the 1/3. Okay? Go ahead.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
That's right. Because they're keeping the commandments. They're doing what they need to do as it pertains to salvation. All right? Everyone is not doing what they have to do as it pertains to salvation. They're doing what they want to do. All right? And it's important that you do what pertains to salvation if you want to what? Survive what's to come. Okay? If you want to survive what's to come and get through it unscathed, you have to be on the side of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because if you're not on his side, and he's not on your side ultimately, then guess what? You're done. You're not going to make it. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be in darkness. All right? And you're going to be destroyed in the coming calamities. Right? Some of you are going to make it even unto the point of the nuclear destruction. And then you're going to be consumed by that nuclear fire. So that's why it's important to serve Yahweh B'Shem. All right, go ahead.
2nd Esdras 9 and 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effect and signs.
See what I tell you about Ammon and Moab? Ammon and Moab, they don't care how the guy looks per se. Yeah, they're looking if the guy's going somewhere. You know? That's it, you know. You get a decent, that's how they operate, bro. You see pretty nice ones in them, they'll deal with like a regular Jacob's like according, like if you were to go around the end up, they'll never do it. They'll never do it. He'll never get no play. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says here, verse 7.
That shows you that our women are more shallow. You know, they're more shallow. Go ahead.
And everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, man. Right? So the elect has been chosen from before the foundation of the earth. You don't choose the Lord chooses you. All right? So if you're the elect, the Lord already picked you from the beginning, man. Okay? Those elect men, they were with Yahweh Shai in the beginning while the earth was being created, man. See? That's it on that? We get some up? Okay, go ahead.
John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give it. He may give it to you.
That's right.
He may give it.
That's right. Okay. So hey man, we're the fruit that we're getting, right? We're looking for the fruit that will remain, which is what ultimately the elect. So that's what we're looking for. When we're out here fishing, we're fishing for the elect, because that's the only fruit that's going to remain until the end. Everyone else is going to be taken out at some point or another. Okay, I mean, they're going to fall out of this truth. They're going to get offended. They're not going to be able to deal with the tribulation that comes, right? Shame, the persecution, right? And they're going to fall off. They're going to turn back, all right, and forsake Yahweh Shai. But the ones that remain, they're never going to do that. That's the ones that we're fishing for. Okay? Go ahead. And they come with flaws. They're not coming perfect, man. All right? Don't think that the elect is coming perfect. The elect is not coming perfect. The elect is coming with all kind of issues, man. You know? all kind of mental problems, all kind of things they went through, you know, growing up, you know, outside of the truth, demons they're fighting in the truth, you know, and everyone's spirit is different. Some brother may be able to handle certain things, some brother may not, right? So you got to be able to judge, you know, who's sincere and who is fighting to stay in this thing, still holding on, versus someone who's, you know, who's let himself go, you know, went to the dark side, man.
That's right, that's right.
Go ahead.
That's why Yahushua said he came for the good, not those that are whole.
That's right.
You know, those that's actually, look, you know you have problems, you acknowledge it, and you know that you need help. You know, that's basically it. That's what he said.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In the book of Luke 3:8, bring forth therefore fruits worthy of repentance, and begin not to say within yourself, we have Abraham to our father, for I say unto you that the Most High is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham.
Right. So everyone is not meet for repentance. The only ones that are meet for repentance is the elect ultimately. All right. Go ahead.
Ephesians 4:11, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High.
Read that again.
Read that again. Okay. It says here, Ephesians 4:11, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry.
Right. So this is to perfect the elect. Right. All these brothers coming in, they got their own, you know, way of teaching. They got their own, you know, topics that come to them. Right. Some brothers are better with different topics than others, and guess what? They're helping to mold the elect. You know, into that perfect creature. Go ahead.
For the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith.
Edifying means to build up. Go ahead.
And of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach.
Right. So we're supposed to being perfected as we go through this thing. Right. When you come into this thing, you're a rough stone.
Yes.
You know, you're rough. You know, you don't even see the shine. Okay. But as you go through this truth, right, you're supposed to be what? Being polished off, being smoothed out, so that you can see the beautiful finish at the end. All right? But that goes through what? The tribulation. That goes through learning, right? Being able to take rebuke. Right? There's certain people that can't take rebuke, and they're never going to get to that level. You know? They don't get to the level they need to be at, and then you know, a high level demon comes upon them, and they can't handle that demon because they're not at the level they need to be at. You see? You can't just battle with every demon, man. At every level, man. Right? That's why the apostles, the disciples at that time, they couldn't cast out that particular demon. Yahushua said, because, yo, this one comes with, you got to work out in the spirit. For this one. Matter of fact, get that.
Yeah, because he even said that their faith was little. You know, like in that instant, you're like, yo, your faith is little, you know, can't you do it, you know? And basically did it for them, and then he told them what the brother just paraphrased. You know, because you have to be on a certain level, and the only way you reach that level is by those experiences that, you know, you go through with the Lord, man. Right. You know, build your trust in Him.
It says, go ahead.
Mark 9 and verse 28. And when he was coming to the house, his disciples asked him,
Where's school at?
Mark 9 and verse 28. And when he was come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could we not cast them out? And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but prayer and fasting.
So there's no other way to take this demon out unless you go through a spiritual workout, like prayer and fasting. All right? So and what? And that, he didn't say that was the highest level demon on the earth. There's higher levels than him. Okay? There's higher levels than him, man. You know? See, so you know, you're not being polished, you're not being built up, and you have to still go through that walk, that straight gate, and then you get to certain obstacles, you can't make it through that, man. All right? Because you're not listening to rebuke, You're not taking heed to counsel. You're not addressing your demons. You see? And then you get swallowed. Right? Like yeah, like DJ Jakes. Right? Go ahead.
That was it. That's something else.
Go ahead.
Hebrews 12 and verse 15, looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High.
And let the example of Alazar be an example of how dark the Heavenly Father can make you, man. That dude, that nigga is dark, man. That's a dark Asian guy, bro. He's dark, man. All right?
It says, Hebrews 12 and verse 15.
Man, and a brother made a statement. He said, that could have been a whole
Ritual.
Ritual, man. A whole,
Yeah, I believe that.
And I believe that, bro. I believe that makes all the sense in the world to me.
Me too.
Because that whole shit was weird. I've been saying it was weird. When I seen that guy start praising him like that, when I see him say, Gorilla is that guy's of the world. That guy's a celebrity, podcaster. No, not Whack 100.
Which one?
The fat guy. I forgot his name. Yeah, the no jumper guy.
Oh,
I forgot
okay,
his name.
yeah.
But he started to praise him, man. You know? He's you're one of the most important men in America. He said he's the most important in American history. Tripping. What's up with that? And then they get on the podcast, and then they say that they're defending him for that thing. They're pretty much all of them were on his side. No one was coming up against him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's all weird activity, man.
Them two, yeah. He was saying, I was getting my toe sucking,
Yeah, but I mean, but
like the way he said it is like, he's kind of like siding with him.
He is siding
with him. That's how he said it.
we all get free. That's what he was trying to insinuate. Yeah. That other guy tried to bring up Christians. They switched the topic. That other guy tried to bring up scriptures.
Proverbs,
Yeah. Well, they're like, who's this guy? With his mini shorts. Who's this guy? Right? Because now they're trying to pollute this Israelite thing now.
Yeah.
So they got these different guys that are set up to pollute this ministry, man. Which they can't pollute this thing. Okay? Because guess what? The men of the Lord will never sell out.
Facts.
You ain't gonna get the men of the Lord to ever come on. We're not even going on them podcasts. We ain't going around nothing about Adam 22. But we got 10K for you, man. I'll block him and then I'll report him for spam. No, you reported me. Okay? Because that money is not worth going against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Any money they can offer is not worth going against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? And you're gonna find that out soon, Gorilla. You're gonna find that out soon. Any one of you guys that sold out. When all them calamities come, you're gonna see that money don't mean anything. That money doesn't mean anything, right? That money is a tool to get from A to B, man.
That's it.
To get things that you need in this, these material things. But what happens when that's no longer usable, man? And that time is coming. You got something?
Oh, yeah, this is 1 John 4 and verse 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world.
Right. And he's of the world. Gorilla is of the world. He's complete. And he fits right into the world. He's where he belongs, man. Go ahead.
And the world heareth them. We are of the Most High.
Yeah, and the world heareth them. That's why they're defending him. Yep. Okay? Because he's of the world. We're not gonna. If the Pastor came up there and they showed the video of Pastor breaking down the Deuteronomy 22, they're not defending the Pastor. He's the worst thing since white bread. He's the worst thing since, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, we are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us, and he that is not of the Most High heareth not us.
You have any face on that, nigga?
Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Yeah, right. And know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. Okay? Go ahead.
John 15 and verse
That was
19.
definitely the spirit of error.
If you were of the world would love his own.
Right, so the fact that the world is with you proves that you're of the spirit of error. The fact that the world is defending you proves that you're of the spirit of error. Especially if you're speaking on the truth and the world is with you. Okay? Go ahead.
John 15 and verse 18, if the world hate you,
Now the world is not with this truth, man. This truth rubs them the wrong way. Right? Doesn't matter what you're speaking on the truth. When you speak the truth in the Holy Spirit, it rubs them the wrong way, man. Okay? It says that it cuts through the bone and marrow, man. They feel that when you speak that truth purely, it upsets these demons, man. But
it says, if the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
see, we're not of the world, we're just navigating through the world. You understand what I'm saying? And the proof that it actually goes through the demons actually get stirred up behind it. Look at what Paul was prophesying. That one woman kept screaming, and really she was upset, disturbing it. Oh yeah, but she was calling him the prophet, but she was upset. The demon he was doing was upsetting his spirit. Okay? Why? Because he was prophesying that truth in the Holy Spirit. So the demon came up against him. All right? So then what? He rebuked the demon. So them demons know what's up. When you prophesy this truth rubs them the wrong way. Just like when they speak things of the world, that rubs us the wrong way. You know? They could be speaking something, and then they say something that's off, and they're like, oh, this is madness. You know? You could be watching a documentary, and then this Edomite pop up. Yeah, this leaf transformed 12 billion years ago. Just put a number out here, and then you'll get mad. You're like, oh my God, this thing is pseudoscience. Just pulling numbers out of a hat. Right? So anything that it's always falsehood in their talk, but us speaking this truth, it's too much for them, man. It overwhelms them, man.
Like the scripture says, there's no lie of the truth, no lies of the truth, so it doesn't mix. So the fear of the truth, the fear of Yahweh, ultimately, once you hear a lie, it's gonna rub you off. That's right. I also wanted to, it says in the book of Peter, it said that Lot was vexed.
I got that.
Okay.
You want to read it out?
Read it out.
And in the book of 2 Peter 2 and 7, and he delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. He was vexed. Matter of fact, look at that word vexed. In the blue letter, whoever get the blue letter, get the blue letter and look up vexed. Right?
Filthy is unclean,
Get the blue letter. You know blue letter? Oh, your phone's locked. You don't know blue letter? You got blue letter? Okay, good. We all blue letter. Vexed. What was that scripture?
2 Peter 2 and 7.
This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 26.
Got it already? Yep. You bring it out.
This is the word vexed in the blue letter, katapinio. It says to tire down with toil.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's right. It beats you down in the spirit. You get weary listening to this madness. Read that again.
It says to tire down with toil. Exhaust.
Scriptures say that they are worn out the saints. That's part of wearing out the saints is these lies that you push out, man.
Oh yeah, because they constantly push that carnality upon you. It's a form of oppression. It says surely oppression because a wise man mad. Go ahead.
It says exhaust with labor, to afflict or oppress with evils.
And it's everywhere. It's like you can't even escape it. You're flooded in these lies and deceptions. See? This is a great vexation, man. What?
It says to make trouble for.
That's why Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's fighting against the lies with truth. Right. The truth is beating up the lies that have been built, training for centuries. The lies have been doing push-ups, muscle-ups for centuries, man. The weighted muscle-ups. The super slow ones, super sets. Yes. The slow ones. Okay? and with weights, And now the truth is coming. The truth is coming. It's starting to surpass it. You know.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, he's doing the clock.
Yeah. The truth is starting to surpass it. And there's nothing he can do. All that training he did is going to be cut down in a short period of time, man. All them lies, but that shows you that lies is weaker than truth.
Yes.
That shows you the left is weaker than the right.
That's right. That's right.
How fast that is going to be destroyed,
Oh yeah,
man.
that's right. That's right.
You know? Go ahead, bro. Hold up, brother. Let's finish that.
It says to make trouble for, to treat roughly.
Oh, man. That's right. Okay, that's it on there? Okay, go ahead. So, did we finish with that?
No. Okay. Let me go back to 2 Peter 7.
One more? Oh, you want to get it one? Yeah, I'm getting one. Oh.
2 Peter 7, and I continue at 8.
We'll read that again, bro.
Okay, come. 2 Peter 2 and 7. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yeah. So that's the characteristics of the elect. The elect is going to be vexed with this conversation alone. So it really don't even matter, what position the elect is. Or this brother's doing better. This brother, everything around them is vexing them anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
The madness you got to hear and endure in this kingdom. Lies. You know? Go ahead. The pseudoscience you got to endure. You know? Go ahead.
For the righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing vex his righteousness soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yeah, it vexed him every day, man. Every day he was hearing this. Just like every day we're hearing it. Every day we gotta deal with it, you know? And the only thing what we're doing, which is a form of therapy, is combating it through the spirit. When we come out and prophesy, it's a form of therapy because you're ingesting all of this madness. When you fight against it, it's like relieving some of that stress.
That's right.
Because I remember before I came out here, man, this thing was bottled up in me like a, like atomic energy, man. When I had to come out to release, man, I can't wait to, and it just became therapeutic, man. I said, I gotta go out there next. I can't wait to go. And it got to the point I couldn't even wait to go out next week. Because holding this toxicity in is not good.
From me out too, it's a self-healing, but you're also healing the elect. That's why you're preaching this word. That's why Apostle Paul said, I suffer all things for the elect's sake. That's right.
Go ahead. You ready with the
Okay. This is real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 2 and verse 13. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness.
That's right, brother. Wisdom excels folly. So look at that word excel. Look at that word excel, brother. Excels folly, man. So this is what's happening. So the truth is coming out. It's coming out at a rapid rate. It's so funny because even on a level, and I'm not even gonna call it small, but it's actually a big level. Because I remember years ago you had this guy named David Carroll. I did a lesson on him. I said this is why David Carroll was cursing you ninjas out. And David Carroll was telling Jake to stay away from the NW. The NW is not with you. And he got all kind of hate from Jake. And then he would show clear examples of the NW. The NWs would call him and tell them how they feel about your ACC. And they'll have like series showing them. And then he just got so frustrated at one point. He said he started calling them monkeys. You nigga, you ain't nothing but monkeys and Negroes. And a Negro ain't never gonna get it. And then he started getting mad, So ultimately, he ended up passing away, but he wouldn't get that much traction. Now you got this guy AC, and he's saying the same thing, but he's saying it more. He's more of a better speaker. He's putting it together better than David Carroll did. David Carroll was kind of, when he would explain, he's kind of a little bit all over the place, But AC is more concise and focused when he speaks. Now, and last month I was like, I hope AC blows up because Jake, I don't know if Jake is still dealing with Eve. I don't know what's wrong with Jake. There's still 80%, they're sick. There's still 80% of that Stockholm syndrome. There's still 80% or something like that that's still dealing with Eve. And I get mad when I see that statistic. I'm like, they don't get it. They don't understand yet. So, saying is that now he's starting to be pushed by these other bigger channels, and what's happening is he's up now. He's at 20 plus K on certain channels now. He's growing exponentially, and that happened recently. They started being put on these particular channels we're talking about. So the Lord is allowing truth to excel, and this is that same truth ultimately that the apostles and elders were speaking. You know, they were speaking that same truth. The apostles and elders were speaking that same truth. They were telling Jake about Eve from the beginning. They were the first ones going straight, don't deal with Eve, period. So now this is about to be a common theme amongst Jake now. It's going to be a common mindset amongst Jake. All right? And Eve is going to be left out here. All right? This is what's coming. We still got certain Jakes they can fall back on, but it's about to come to a point where Jake is not going to deal with them at all. The majority is not. There's still going to always be some, but the majority is going to start to shift. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, our two top enemies is Esau and Edom, but also our woman.
That's right.
You know, so as Esau is being revealed with it for his wickedness, hey, you know, the end of has to be revealed too.
Right.
And Jay is gonna grow hate towards them, saying, fuck you.
Right.
You're my queen.
That's right.
You're trying to go to these other nations, man. Destroy the Moab and everything.
Well, that's why Dr. Umar's fallen.
Yeah.
He's done that. Okay?
He's a laughing stock.
Pulled up the other day with a Haitian flag. Yeah, right. His head. Just sticking out the middle finger to the haters. He's on his way out. People are not dealing with this guy no more. All right? But ultimately, you know, this is what it's going into, man. Truth is being exposed, man. Go ahead, bro.
You wanted the word excellent?
Please.
Wisdom, excellent, folly.
Fuck push up.
The Hebrew is one. It says advantage, profit, excellence.
Yeah, it's going to have the advantage. It's going to have the advantage over lies. All right? Because guess what? And every time they come out, the more they come up with these lies now, the more people are coming up and rebuttaling it with truth. And this is through the internet. So it's like they can't really control it. You understand? That's why they're trying to regulate it now. You got to upload an ID and this and that. They're trying to regulate this thing. Too much information. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Right. It's starting to be declared now throughout the earth. Right? The vibration of the prophets went out, and now people are pushing that vibration through different channels, man. You got the manosphere. That's then you got you got this dealing with the health. What's going on with the health? Then you got this was going on food. You know, pollution. Who's the truth? You know, things are coming out, man. You know, and more is going to come out. The Lord is going to start shaking things up more. You know. What you got, bro? You got something about it? Okay, you got something?
This is Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 18. It says, for much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
That's right. Yep. Because the more knowledge you understand, the more you see the lies. The lies start to pop out more, right? See? It's like when you get a car, a new car, you start to see that car everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's how the lies start to pop out at you when you learn the truth. You know? What you got?
Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
Everything is about to be uncovered. Everything is about to be uncovered. The Lord is about to take that covering cast off of the people, man.
That's right, that's right.
Right? And Esau's not going to be able to hide himself. So what's Esau's next move? To attack. He's going straight to be violent, man. That's what's coming. Hey, man, the more he's being revealed and the Lord is putting spirit in certain people to do certain things, man, Esau's done, man.
That's right, that's right.
Okay? the virality of the truth is about to grow even more. You know? Go ahead, man.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming."
That's right. Right in the spirit of his mouth. Right? His mouth. Hey, and he said that he would pour his spirit upon all flesh. You know? So the Lord is, you know, speaking to other people too. You know? Allowing truths to come out. Whistleblowers and things like that, man. Okay? How do you think we know about Margaret Sanger? You know? Go ahead, man.
And what comes with revealing the wicked is also the lies that he's perpetrating.
Speak louder.
Yeah, so what comes with revealing the wicked, Esau Edom, is also the lies that he's perpetrating. The lies that he pushed forward, that comes with also with the revealing of who he is, man.
Right. That's right. You got something else? Okay. Okay, let me find a little what.
It says Habakkuk 2 in verse 14, "And the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea."
Yeah, right, that's right. Ultimately in the kingdom, but even now, that truth is being spread. Okay? Even now the truth is being spread. All right? And Esau, his only defense, what he's been ruling based off since the Renaissance period, has been solely off of lies. Give me Revelations 20. He's been ruling based solely off of lies for all this time.
Revelation 20 and verse 1, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut up the seal."
Right, so say that old serpent, that dragon, which is also called Satan, it represents, that's the Edomites. Okay, that's the Edomites in their rulership. That was bound, meaning they weren't able to come up into power. They were at a low level during the Byzantine Empire, man, and the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, then they started to come into power after that 1,000-year period, during the Renaissance. Okay, which means the rebirth. Go ahead.
It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit,
Which that represents Europe. Go ahead.
and shut him up, and put a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
So he put a seal on him that he should deceive the nations no more. So his whole thing is when he was outside of that chain, he was what? Deceiving the nations. When he got into power, he was able to deceive the nations. Go ahead.
It says, till the 1,000 years shall be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
Yeah, and after that he was loose a little season, and then he started with his deception. Right? That's how he ruled. Okay? That's why he's always trying to hide his identity. He's a fugitive, man. You think them Khazarians could go around and say, "Oh yeah, we're from the Khazarian," then they'll look in the records. These are scoundrels. You know? These are scummy people, man.
Right.
It mattered your stock. Your stock mattered. What stock you came from, man. What kind of people you descended from. That mattered. It wasn't irrelevant. This is why Esau had to try to wipe that out, man.
Right, yeah.
And start a new identity, because his name was dirt
Yeah.
amongst the heathen. Matter of fact, get me Job. Give me Job 30. Okay? His name was dirt. I'm talking to Sabak. Give me Job 30. His name was dirt in the planet, man. They knew who Esau was. So what he had to do, he had to what they call reinvent himself. He started to steal our identity, take down our images. Okay? He even came over here, pretended to be so-called to Israelites, and stealing the history of the Sephardic. When he came to the Americas, man. Trying to lean off of their history. When that's not the same people, they just converted, man.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of lies, man.
A whole lot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, ever since Esau came into rulership, one of his three main kingdoms, you know, the Greeks, the Romans, and now the revival of the Roman Empire, you know, he never took on the identity of being Esau. You know, the Greeks, yeah, he stole the identity of Japheth, and the Romans, right? So here it is now, he's stealing our identity, saying that, you know, he's the people of God, and, you know, hiding under all these different terms, you know, being Caucasian and, you know, European. Yeah. But he's not saying he's Esau, man. Right. You know, because if you push that identity upon him, like the brother said, they're going to search their records and see that, oh shit, Job 30. You know, so we got to take this guy out of bullshit, man. You know, Malachi, yeah, all of them, man. You know, so he had to come into rulership with the deception. That's the only way he could rule. You know?
That's what he just didn't want that stigma on him. You know, it's not necessarily the only way he could rule, but he just didn't want that stigma on him. You know, he didn't want to come in there knowing I'm the Edomites and knowing the wicked, evil history of the Edomites, man. You know? Remember, that thing that Haggai did, man, that was a stain on them peoples, man. Haggai trying to take the throne and do that stomach thing that he did. You know, to the Persian, to Xerxes. That was dishonorable, man. And he made him second in command and all that. Nah, man. So when they came as the Greeks, like the brother said, they had to take them to different identities. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Tobit 5 and verse 13. And Tobit said, Thou art welcome. Thou art welcome, brother. Be not now angry with me, because I have inquired to know thy tribe and thy family. For thou art my brother of an honest and good stock. For I know Ananias and Jonathias, sons of the great Samias.
Yeah, your stock mattered, right? The nation that you came from, the family that you came from mattered. This is why Esau had to try to erase that history. Right? Esau's not a dummy. Esau's very wise on the left-hand side. Okay, so he knows what he has to do. All right? Go ahead.
It says, as we went together to Jerusalem to worship,
Yep.
and offered the firstborn and the tenth of the fruits, and they were not seduced with the error of our brethren. My brother, thou art of a good stock.
Yeah, that's right. So Esau's not of a good stock. You got Job 30? You don't know.
Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers.
Well, no, I said Agag because Haman descends from Agag. Yeah, so either way, it's the same thing. He's an Agag. And Agag was a king of the Amalekites. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll read that again. Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than
They
I.
were known as Edomites at that time. You understand what I'm saying? Their name was in such dirt back then that they weren't able to rise up in the ranks. After they did that, you think that another ruler was going to let them come beside them? Nah, man. Their name was stained even with that. Go ahead.
Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, hereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age.
He said he wouldn't even allow them to sit with the dogs of his flock. That's how low they were looked at. Okay, go ahead.
Whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former times, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men, they cried after them as after thieves.
Why were they driven forth from among men? Because they seen their scummy ways. You know? Hey, go read about how the Khazarians got down. Man. People, that's why they kept getting chased out everywhere. There's a reason they were getting chased out. Okay? It's based upon what they were doing. You know? How they were destroying economies. You know? Bankrupting societies. Thievery, all kind of wickedness, man. So that was their stigma. You see? And the thing with Esau is he tries to put his stigma on everyone else. That's how Esau, that's the sickness of Esau. Man. He tries to put his stigma on everyone else. Go ahead.
Yep. They cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah. That's it.
To dwell
Go ahead.
Yeah, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
Right, and it said the caves for a reason, right? Because that's where Esau was dwelling. He likes the caves. There are certain people that dwell in the caves, but they didn't necessarily like they didn't love the caves. They just happened to be in the caves. Esau loved the caves, man. He even makes the infrastructure you see now according to the caves. You see these buildings with the windows. That's not but the mountains with the cave with the windows in it, man. When you look at Petra, that's the same design, man. The Roman pillars, Greek pillars. Hey, that was the Edomite infrastructure, man. In Mount Seir. So we know who you are, and guess what? Your elites know who you are. But even the Rothschilds don't want to keep that identity. So what do? They call themselves Israelites. They say they're of the stock of Esau and of Jacob. How is that possible? How can you be of Esau? How can you be of two different nations? It's not possible. It's madness. Go ahead.
Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yet children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Yeah, they're children of fools, man. Okay? They didn't have wisdom and knowledge, man. All right? Even the way Esau rules is the way of a fool. Go look up the DuPonts and what they did. That was a foolish. All these corporations is foolish. It's all about the now, and they don't even think about the future, the short future, right? How their actions can affect the world, the earth that they have to live on in the future. They don't even think about this. That's the mind of a fool, but that's the high IQ, right? These devils want to dump chemicals into the water, and everybody on the planet Earth, they say 99% of the people on the planet Earth have these chemicals inside of them. Not just the forever chemicals, not the microplastic, the forever chemicals. And this is a reason for a lot of diseases too. This leads to kidney cancer, leads to kidney failure, cancer, all kind of things, man. He's responsible, man. These devils do that, and then they have high IQ somehow. When you look at the test, they got the highest, they're the top of intelligence. Guess what? If I was an alien coming here and seeing that, I'd be like, these niggas is stupid. Who's in control of this? Who's in charge here, man? Right? Let's say aliens, the aliens are the angels, but let's say the actual aliens pulled up, and then who's in charge of this thing? It's just madness. Why is the water, they're testing the water, why is the water? Yeah, don't you drink this? Don't you see this vital for health? What is it?
Let's say which things the angels they wanted to look at. The scripture says.
What?
You gotta say it's clear.
Yeah.
He says it's too funny for people to say it clear.
The angels they wonder at the works of the man of the Lord. They're sure they're
Wondering at it's madness.
madness at Esau. They have to report that to the Most High. For sure they're like, oh, this is crazy.
So ultimately, man, hey man, that's the bottom line, man. So what kind of high IQ being would do that? And this is why he's being exposed, man. The Lord is putting spirit on men to really get into Esau, to really expose some truth for them, man. Oh man, the Lord is shaking things up. Yahweh Shem Shai is changing, and we don't really, we don't know the direction Yahweh Shem Shai wants to go. He just puts us in directions. He just puts things in directions the way He wants it to go. Which is the best way. The best way. And it may have been against our mind at one time. Nah, I don't think that's right. But it's not about what we think is right. Yahweh Shem Shai knows what's right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Esau, he lives according to a mind that doesn't have to answer to anybody else. So I said, the fool has said in his heart that there is no God, there's no power. So he doesn't believe in the higher power. How can you trust a man that doesn't fear the Most High?
That's right. He doesn't fear the Most High. He doesn't believe in the Most High. So right there, he's corrupt. He can't be righteous. He can't do right because he's not accountable to anybody. That's why Esau has no morality. His whole idea of morality is really he has no morality. There's no idea of it. He doesn't have morality. Okay. Matter of fact, his saying is the ends justifies the means, which proves he has no morality. That's a statement of someone with no morals. I mean, no matter what, as long as you like the outcome, how you get there doesn't matter. Which is that's a sick mind. And anyone that's in charge of things with that mind, he's gonna corrupt everything. He's gonna destroy everything. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you're eating GMO foods right now. Okay, because you got this devil that's corrupting everything.
That's right.
Go ahead. Yeah, it says here in Sirach 41 and 13, a good life had but a few days, but a good name endureth forever.
Yeah, that's why I had to turn to Zakar. I see something over here. I didn't even want the peripheral to see that. It's a sick place, man. There's a heavy lust demon among us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're a true eunuch, I challenge you.
Come here.
Come to the show.
1 month. It says here, Sirach 41 and 13, a good life had but a few days, but a good name endureth forever.
Right. So read it again. Oh, that was a good one too. Read it again.
Sirach 41 and 13, a good life had but a few days, but a good name endureth forever.
That's right, because you could be remembered for righteousness. You know? That's going to be remembered forever, man. The works of the elect is going to be remembered forever, man. For all of eternity, man. Their names are going to be written in the book of life and in the writings to come. That's everlasting glory, man. Ain't no joke, man. What you got, bro?
Sirach 10 and verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Because of your wicked dealings, the riches got by deceit, and everything Esau got, you got by deceit. The Federal Reserve note alone, the petrodollar alone, is deceit in itself. That is deceitful and an unjust measure right there. Just the money system. So anything else that comes within that money system is corrupt. So you devils are guilty no matter how you slice it, man. All right? No matter how you slice it, man. That's it.
James 5 and 1, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
Yep, that's right. Go ahead, keep going.
Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be witness against you.
Yeah, your gold and silver is cankered. What does that mean? That means that gold and silver is not supposed to canker. It's not supposed to rust. All right? So that means it's not real gold and silver. So that means somebody is trying to fraud somebody else. This is his money system. It's a fraud. Okay? The Federal Reserve is a fraud. Okay? These are debt notes. All right? Go ahead. It says just by that alone, he's guilty. Just by that alone, the Most High could take him out. Go ahead.
It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Yeah, that's right. You know, the Lord is watching them videos of these people complaining about their wages. You know the videos, oh, I can't even afford groceries. The Most High seen that. Okay? And those people are going to rise up against you, man. Especially the middle class, man. They're going to go hard. And Edomites, they're going to go hard, bro. Because Jake is used to suffering. Jake is used to dealing with hardship. These Edomites are not on this level. Especially the certain ones that come from middle class background, upper middle class. They're not used to that. Okay? And they're going to revolt. All right? And they're going to be looking for those CEOs and the owners of the companies and all that, man. You know? This is what's coming, man. It's not going to be pretty, man. You know? Most High is stirring up that spirit. You know? And he's going to have to stir it up to what? Extreme measures. What you got?
It said, during the report, it said the tariffs is not only going to increase your daily consumerism, but also it's going to increase, it's going to make the taxes increase.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Taxes are going to increase, so obviously people are going to rise up. Man.
Yeah. So those people that believe in Trump, you see that he's clearly working for the enemy. So I don't know what the hell these clowns are talking about. You know? What? I mean, just in the last couple months, you can clearly see that this guy's not working for the people. He's clearly working for the other team. Clearly. I mean, I don't know anyone who says nobody's this and that. Just trust the plan. I'm not even talking to you. I look at you as a baby, a child. Like I can't talk to you about big adult talk, grown-up talk. Okay? Go ahead. The guy, he built this whole campaign talking about we're going to expose the Epstein files. And then when they said he was on the Epstein file, he said, but he's still talking about the Epstein file. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. The left, come on, man.
There's so much important
you know?
things that we can
And then
talk
when you
about.
look at the acts that he's passing, it has nothing to do with America first. It's putting his the elites first. It's not putting the American people first. And them terrorists are messing you American people up. It's not messing the elites up. They got enough money to, that's nothing to them. Matter of fact, they make more money through it. So if you guys would use your brain for more than a hat rack, you'd be able to see what the hell is going on, man. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
This is Job 20 and verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him."
Right. So when he thinks he's about to fill his belly and do what he and accomplish his NWO, hey man, that's when things are going to get shaky for him. People are going to be rising up heavily against him. Right. Go ahead. Including people in their military. Right. Military people are also going to be going against the government. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to jump down to 27. It says, "The heaven shall reveal."
Certain people going and working in the government is going to say, nah, F this. All right. You understand? It's going to be division all the way around. All right.
Jump down to verse 27. It said, "The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him."
Right, the heavens revealing his iniquity. That's going into what? The satellite system, which this is how you get this truth right now. You brothers that's watching on the live streams, right? Brothers putting out lessons every day. Guess what? That's coming through the satellite. That's coming through the firmament, the heavens. Right? Sit on that. You got something about?
It says here, yeah, 2 Ezra 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draw it nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the sword in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, for they shall not regard their kings, nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Right. Of course, their action shall stand in their power, baby. Right? No? So guess what? They're going to create. It's called anarchy, man. That's why they got those bunkers, man. So when they got a fleet, yeah. We gotta go to the bunker. We gotta go. You know, they gotta make sure they take the roads that people don't see them. You know, or maybe do it beforehand, because people are looking for them and they see a black Escalade, you know, the tinted windows. This is one of them. Look at that. Rocks. People with straps out there, man. America. They don't be popping shots, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 19, "And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods."
Them lower level guys, they're left out there. They're just sheep for the slaughter, right? Mayors and group. If the people are looking to get them, God, where are they gonna go? They don't have a bunker. Go ahead.
Yeah. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's right. The elites are gonna call them, just like in the movie Leave the World Behind. It's been nice, George. What do you mean? Where are you going? It's been nice.
Take care of yourself.
We had good times, and how can you have a bunker for me? No, George. Take care of yourself. Yeah, take care of yourself. That's right. Take care of yourself. Hang up.
Lay low, lay low.
Yeah, lay low. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be through.
Because they've been promised bunkers, huh? They've been promised getaway. I'm going to take an example of a video of Jay-Z that I saw a long time ago. At the end of the video, he's on the moon, you know? The earth is burning. He's on the moon.
Wow.
So,
Whatever they promised them niggas, they lie. Whatever they promised them, they lie. There ain't no play, ain't no extra bunker.
that video's still bigger.
Jay-Z.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
okay.
There ain't no bunker for Jay-Z. Period. That bunker, even if they had it, they would call us and listen, I had an extra truckload of food that came in. I'm gonna need that. Jigga, I'm gonna need that room. Right, Jigga? No, but you promised what you said. You said
Tell me if I
Oh,
lie
it's
to
been
my
nice.
people. If I sell out to my people, you said I'd be saved.
lay low. Go ahead.
Let's sit on that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. It says that because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Yeah, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Right? That's already cold. It's already cold. You know why it's cold? It's already became cold already? Because they're conformed to the image of Esau. And Esau is cold by nature. Okay? Esau's a cold by nature. He lacks empathy. He lacks compassion. He's selfish. That's the society. It's based on individualism. Right? When you hear about people's testimonies when they go to like Sweden and they have like friends in Sweden, Holland, they speak about the very individualistic nature of those areas. How they'll go have dinner at a friend's house and they'll send them a bill the next morning. Yeah, a bunch of people start coming out and speaking on that. German friends, they send them a bill the next morning. They have a very selfish, individualistic culture and mindset. Yeah, this is it. And I shared that video about that woman, right? The African, and she said that, the difference between a black father and because she has a child by a so-called white guy. She said that the white guy will charge me for everything. In other words, if he has to pick up the kids, he'll tell her, give me money for gas. If he has to brings snacks for the kids, now you gotta pay me back, give her the receipt. Esau keeps receipts. Alright? Okay? She better not be short. I just want to call you we have to call it $1.45 this in. Yeah. It's the spirit of eat, man. It's the spirit of eat.
The black father.
The black father will pay for it. He knows his kid will do it if he needs help, help. But you shouldn't help that bitch anyway. No, but he'll do it. He'll do it because it's his child. His child lives in the house. I understand that. So that's why Jake will do it. But ultimately, Esau, she coming out and said that Esau don't do that. Okay? So the truth is coming out on Esau and Eve. Eve and Steve. Alright? Truth is coming out, man.
That's right.
Alright? And it's gonna be more exponential, man.
That's right.
The Spirit of the Lord made her say that. Oh, that's just a little TikTok. Yeah, it's a little TikTok, but it's a little TikTok with truth in it that's getting pushed. Alright? And anything that goes viral, ultimately Yahweh Shekau Shai made it viral. Okay? He controls the internet, man. Esau don't control the internet, man. The Most High. First of all, the internet was created for the prophets, first and foremost, man. That's what the internet was created for. It wasn't created for Esau, man. Like your pastor says, no, we're created to show your child's first steps. Your dog barking. Go ahead. It's about what you got. Yes, sir? Okay, he's looking for us. Okay, what's
This is Sirach 14 and verse 6. In the GMT, it says, no one is worse off than someone who is stingy with himself.
That's Esau.
It is a sin that brings...
He's stingy with himself and his own. He's stingy with himself and his own. So you think he's going to be generous to you? I watched this video, bro. I got to do a lesson. I'm going to do more than a lesson. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go in on this. But I'm going to show you something, though, man. Right? This guy, Lord willing. But this guy, he was a billionaire, right? And then he was sitting in the circle. You know how they have those little channels where they'll have like one guy versus a bunch of people. He was like a billionaire sitting there.
Oh yeah.
And then Jake, one of these Jakes asked him, yeah, so you're a billionaire, you got all this money. What's stopping you from helping everyone in this room? You know, why you got all that money? Like, what do you do to help? You know what Esau did? I mean, first of all, he's like, I got bills, and I came here, I took off from work, and I got bills to pay, and Jake was trying to still plan for a little extra bread. But ultimately, he's like, who do you help? Like, why don't you help the small? He's like, first of all, let me give you $100 bills now. Jake put her out there, grab that shit. But Jake in his mind, like, what the fuck is $100 bill? But he wasn't gonna miss the opportunity.
Grab that shit quick.
But in his mind, he's like, what is this? Because I had to laugh at that. I said, you're gonna give him $100 bill. That's how you do it? That's going to take him out of poverty?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in my head about what's he gonna buy with that? And this guy's a billionaire. And you got our people, you got certain rappers and actors that will see a child, or like not a child, but like one of their fans, and pay their whole tuition, pay their whole college debt. And they're not billionaires, man. They just got a couple million, You know what I'm saying? They just got a couple million, and they'll pay the whole, little rappers, they'll pay the person's debt off, they'll pay the person's schooling, they'll give the guy 10K, 20K. So we're generous people by nature. This billionaire, he gave this guy $100 bill just to do it for the camera, and told him, get the fuck out of here. So us being even in a poor state, give more money than these Edomites that are rich. All right? So ultimately, that's Esau's nature, right? And the people, and that's a cold nature. That's a cold spirit. Okay? So ultimately, the people have become cold because they have been conformed to Esau's spirit and his nature. Okay? Which is a very individualistic and cold spirit. Okay? Go ahead.
Even Amalek, this guy is very stingy about his money.
Very stingy. Very stingy.
Micromanages the money meticulously. Man.
Yes.
And I see at the plantation, like whenever they would come to get certain things, and then it's not as per usual price, they'll throw a fit. It's like, why is it not the same price as the last time? You be there the whole 30 minutes trying to explain to him why. 30 minutes. He's not accepting it. And here it is. What type of profession he has, what he does. He's a rich ass nigga. But yeah, he's strict about his money. Showing you the selfishness of the small hats, man. Esau in general.
Yeah.
They control most of the properties here, and they control most of the properties here.
This is Sirach 10 and verse.
Control the whole world. Oh no. That's what that first. Controls everything. I mean, how much property does Bill Gates own in America? He owns pretty much most of America. Okay? Right? And don't listen to these devils talking about charities. They get kickbacks from that. There's reasons they're doing that. They ain't just giving to charities. That's right. For just to give to charities. First of all, there's a couple different things that does. That they allow to now they can pull that out for PR. Oh, I give to this charity. That's charity. That's one of the major things, which builds up their name falsely. But then they get tax kickbacks. Then they launder money. Yep. Man, listen, man, these devils are doing all kind of shit, man. Don't listen to Ebal. He's helping someone. If you see you trying to help somebody, you need to investigate. That's right. Let me help you, Edomite, FBI, undercover Edomite. Edomites that go undercover. Right. If you see an Edomite trying to help somebody and give all kind of money, investigate. See what's going on. That's right.
The scripture says if he does good, he does it willingly. It's not in his nature to do what's good to the welfare of the people. The only thing he looks to do is just oppress more and gain more money unto himself.
Right.
Esau despises the poor. Why would he try to help the poor?
Hey, which one of the wicked Roman 12 feathers, which one of them tried to make it better for the people? They didn't make it better for the people, man. They were looking for more money, man. Right? More oppression. That's why there was so much revolts in the Roman Empire, man. So much revolts. Salaki. You got something? Oh no, looking for something.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of men the rule of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Give me Isaiah 47. All right? So, such as what? Read it again.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
That's right. So as the ruler is, so is the people that are under him. And this is what you see with Esau. Okay, he is corrupted, made the people corrupt, made the people vain, made the people cold, you know, selfish, covetous.
Covetous, that's the word.
When you looking at these social media all day, they're coveting people's lives, what people have. They're not satisfied with their portion, and that's the spirit of Esau. It's the spirit of the so-called white man. Okay, you'll never be rich if you covet all the time. You'll never be truly rich.
Right, yeah. The scriptures say the eye is never satisfied with seeing. So, you know, so if you constantly tapping in and seeing, you know, these people's walk and whatnot, you know, you're always going to reach their level.
Right. That's what when they came.
Compare your life. It's a lot.
My fault. That's what I'm saying.
None of this was.
No, because that's why he came to this land and what? He coveted it.
Yeah.
He saw the plenteousness. He coveted it. So he had a plot of what? How to steal it. Right? He wasn't, and even when they offered a portion, he said, "Nah, I ain't satisfied with that."
Crazy.
And they had that portion for it. They said, "No, we need more." So his eye is never satisfied. He's a demon, man, and he ain't gonna stop. Even let's say everybody's just on a hooked up to it. He's just, let's say if he gets to a point where he can just draw, which he's not gonna get to that point. But he would, if he could, he would be at this point where everyone's just hooked up to a tube, drawing energy, got their spirit and robots. It's on, you know, drawing energy from them. You know, keep them alive to take organs when they want. You know? They're still going to cheat. How can we take more from you?
Never satisfied. Still in a secret way to take more.
You know? Yeah. We got to have a meeting, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a real demon, man, this guy.
They're breathing too much. Breathing
too much. Yo, no cap. No, brother, it's not a lie, bro. You're not lying. This is it. It's the mind of the devil, man. It's the mind of Esau. They're breathing. There's too much carbon being expelled from this guy. It's like, yeah. I don't know, man. You gotta stay on. Then they put the device to slow his breathing down. Yo. That's crazy. Huh?
Yeah, that's why the Lord Yahushua is going to come and stop this demon.
Yo, who was up to him, bro? All you would see is they're hooked on the tube and their eyes are just moving. Screaming and screaming, eh? Yeah. Looking at everything that's being done, man. This guy gotta go. He gotta go. That's why he's being exposed, man. He gotta be exposed on the highest level, the highest frequency. Because it's been enough. It's the lies, the deception, the demonization. It's enough now. Now it's time for truth to be to flourish. Yes, sir. It's time for truth to flourish now, man. You know, it's been centuries of lies this devil has put out. Now we're at the point the truth is going to take it out swiftly. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, they had a good run. Yeah, they did. Give it up. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. You got something? Yeah.
Just finish this. What manner of the men the ruler of the city is, such as are all they that dwell therein.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Go ahead, bro. Like I said, they're covetous. Go ahead, brother. What you got?
Yeah, this is Job 24. Job 24. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Why, seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty, do they that know him not see his days? Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass and the fatherless."
No, there's no order here, man. Like the fact you can see somebody on, like, you know, like this guy, Yo Money Bag, and then he got his girl, and she's always shaking. Everywhere you see her, she's shaking her ass on the camera. Which I don't think they're together anymore. But everywhere you go, she's shaking her ass on the camera. So that you could lust after her on the camera. If you had a society with any kind of order, you say this is not legal. All right? You can't do this, man. You will be persecuted if you do this. Right? But they allow that to go out, and it's constantly fed to you. Look at World Star. This is what they want to feed the kid. It's a madness on World Star. Every other video on World Star is lust. And lust, folly, degeneracy. That's every other video on World Star hip-hop. And that's the black. That's what they're trying to say is the black. That's what it was supposed to be like. You know? You know, yeah, come on, bro. I didn't, come on, man. Tell me Amalek ain't behind that.
Yeah, of course. That's right.
Yeah, this guy Q Rose. Q started. I think Amalek is behind that.
Even that girl, Harry Flesher, she has a great influence amongst young girls. They look up to her.
The scriptures speak about how the vilest man are exalted. Right? So the more vile you are, the more wicked you are, the more you get exalted in this society. That's how the society is. Go ahead. You're born there?
Yeah. That's
This is Exodus 20, verse
Waiting
17.
with suspense.
Next episode.
Holding on to their chairs. That's not
Exodus 20 and 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
right. You're not supposed to covet your neighbor's house. You're not supposed to covet your neighbor's wife. Go ahead.
Thou shalt nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass.
Even that whole MTV crib shit is vain. That's a vain thing. We're going through. Look at my tub got 2 TVs in it. This TV is in case I don't want to turn my head this way too much. This TV on the roof. You know, so the automatic bubble bath shower. You know, this is they have some ridiculous shit in here. Yeah. But when you were young, you coveted that.
right. I need that.
You know? Michael Jackson, Neverland. That's some Jake things, man. You know, some Jake. Well, you had Edomites on there too. You know, Jake was the most extra. And it wasn't even real. Most of that stuff was fake. Was a rented out things. Just so people could covet their lifestyle where they're at. Yeah. So they could want to be celebrities too. But they really didn't have it like that. Right. A lot of them were broke. Because they were what? They're in debt to their labels.
That's right.
So this is just Esau's deception. He wants you to covet after these things, so that you can sell your soul to be on that level. God, don't you gotta be a celebrity? Come on, you know. Hey, you see the MTV grips. Well, you know the ones that kept it real was Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang kept it real. Because Wu-Tang, they showed them it's like a beat up like a regular apartment. They're all in the apartment. I come over here, shit. Sleeping on the floor, you know. Kansas everywhere, you know. They kept it real, man. You know?
It's like this whole thing with social media. Instagram, people they create moments as like they're living their best life.
Yeah.
And they put it on there and then, you try to, you covet that lifestyle that they have. Well, really, they're not truly living like that, man. That was just for a split second, they put on that face to make it seem that they're having fun. Yeah. But after the camera's off, they go back to fucking being depressed.
They're not gonna take a picture, put on Instagram of them working in the pharmacy.
Oh, impossible.
If they're sad, if they're having a good day, a bad day.
Not even when they're good day. They're not putting it on Instagram. Instagram's not put. They're gonna put the images of when they go to vacation. Yeah. So you think that's their whole life?
That's it.
Because when you look at the collage,
that's what
this is their life.
But it was only for 1 week.
That was 1 week. Crazy, brother. That was 2 days. And the last day they were worrying about work the next day.
The bank account.
Oh, the bank was
You have to pick up overtime.
Wow. They didn't tell you about how they lost their luggage on the way back. You know? They had to wait in line. They got into an argument with the lieutenant. They said, "Hey, you gonna miss your flight." So they missed the flight.
But yeah, these people, they cover their lifestyle, right?
Yeah. And these don't give me a start on these relationships.
Oh my God.
You know, you gotta do that. Kissing, they're doing a TikTok challenge.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors. You know, she was dealing with him like Macron.
Oh man.
You know? They're dealing with him like, what's that runner's name, that demon? Runner, sure. What's that kid's name? Sure, she just started.
Oh yeah,
boyfriend. That piece of shit hood rat bitch.
You see the weed. We catching the air.
I would have to do an accident. Stop! Stop! Elbow in her nose. Stop! What's going on? Stop! Yeah? I'm trying to go over there. Watching her fucking. Oh, that was no accident. All that accident. I'm terribly sorry. Shit coming out. I didn't want to do that. In the hospital. Come and hit my man. This is a society. I don't want it, man.
A lot of niggas get abused, man.
Yeah, and then he came into the interview. Oh, she's a good person. What did I tell you about? What did we tell you about? What did I tell you about these niggas, man? What did I tell you about these jakes, man? They got Stockholm syndrome, man. They got Stockholm syndrome. Even to Eve, they got Stockholm syndrome to Esau, and they got Stockholm syndrome to Eve. No balls. Because trust me, there wouldn't be no interview with he's a great person if it was on the other side. Okay? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Well, that's what he is. He has that mentality. He has that mentality. Look at Jake, he's all beat down. You know? And I'm the type, I try to talk to Jake. Don't lift your head up with that, man. Don't walk with some, you know? He's not acting like a bitch. Go ahead, bro. What you got, bro? You got something? You got something else? It's okay, we're looking for the song. You got something, Shaquat? Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Yeah, that's the Israelites. They're walking as servants upon the earth. But really, we're supposed to be the rulers, especially the elect. You know, we have the right mentality and right spirit that is meant for rulership. You know, Lord, when we give that number, that's the aristocracy, meaning fit to rule. Esau is not fit to rule. You know, and what he did, what does what is he destroys the people, destroys their mentality, destroys their morals, because he doesn't have morals. His whole rulership has been without morals. But there was a lot of virtue signaling. A lot of virtue signaling with no morals. Stealing land and murdering women and children with the Bible in his hand. Okay? Which is directly against the Bible. See? And that's why a lot of people don't really believe in the Bible nowadays, because of what Esau has been able to push behind it. Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 30 and verse 21. For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear. For a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat.
Yeah, a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat. Esau's a servant ruling, man. Listen, there's people that are born for certain positions.
Yeah,
that's right. There's people that are born for certain positions. There's certain people that are born to be cooks.
Yeah.
There's certain people that are born to be musicians. Certain people, you know, and then certain people are born for rulership. The ones that are in rulership now, they're not born for rulership. They're in the wrong position. It's upside down. Okay? Really, the rulers are supposed to be the prophets of the Lord. Okay? He said that I would send for you rulers of Micah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and he started naming all the prophets. Those are the real rulers, man. Not the Rothschilds, not the Rockefellers, man. These corrupt demons that all they want to do is suck people dry, man.
Yeah, because they have the mind of Satan. While the prophets, the elect, they have the mind of Yahushua. Meaning that, we understand what the Lord wants and we're establishing on the earth, man. That's what scripture says. So of course, naturally the prophets are the true-born leaders that's supposed to govern the earth. Because we know how to put things in place to make things work in harmony so that, it brings forth peace.
It says that wisdom leadeth to a kingdom. So you need to be in tune with Yahweh in order to know how to rule.
Well, wisdom is from the throne.
Yes, sir.
So Yahweh has to give it to him. So Esau wasn't given wisdom. He's not going to give him wisdom. The only thing he has is left hand knowledge, which is carnal in nature.
knowledge of wisdom, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Well, get it that one?
right,
Oh, you
right.
got it right? That's okay. Okay, hold on. Let's read what you quoted. Got what you quoted? You have it already? No? As soon as I hear I don't have it.
This is Job 17, verse 4. For thou hast hid their heart from understanding, therefore shalt thou not exalt them.
Right. Thou hast hid their heart from understanding, therefore thou shalt not exalt them. Esau's being taken down now. You know? He's being taken down. Okay? Because he can't sustain that position. He can't sustain that position. There's always contention with it, you know, on that position. There's always, you know, there's always going to be people, his own Russia rising up against him, this Russia. There's always going to be contention, infightings, because he's not meant to be in that position. You know, scripture say no peace to the wicked. Go ahead.
It says that righteousness is immortal. So if righteousness is immortal, then wickedness is temporal.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. And that's what we're going.
This is Revelation 6 and verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. There was given unto him a great sword.
He was given unto him a great sword. That's how Esau rules, is through his sword, and that's what Isaac said. He said that you will live by your sword. So he lives through fighting, wars, you know, violence. That's how he operates. That's how he rules. Okay. Hey, since America's been an empire, there hasn't been a time where they wasn't in a war. Constant war. And they are always on the offense.
Yeah.
Go ahead. The ones that they say were the ones that they weren't on the offense was all the one that they weren't on the offense was all you know. There's theories behind it. Let's put it that way. Okay. Go ahead.
It should be called Virgin Babylon. Yes, sir. It should never be attacked by a foreign force.
That's right.
Foreign country.
Yeah, it's not a virgin because it's pure. Trust me.
Who's that?
Yeah, right. You got something to
Revelation 13 and 14. And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him.
Yeah, who was able to make war with him. No one is able to make war with the beast. That's NATO and the EU, headed by America. Okay, you can't make war with that because the Most High put them in power. He gave them the weaponry that they have. So who's going to make war with him is Yahweh Shai. That's right. That stone, you know, it's going to break down the statue. He's going to make war with him. Okay, and they're not going to be able to do nothing against Yahweh Shai. See, that's what we're waiting. That's the solution. Okay, the solution ain't trying to get businesses and hey, you do that for your own, you know, your own personal gain, so to speak, or you know, getting, you know, taking care of yourself and your family. But don't think that you're gonna be able to get ahead in Esau's kingdom doing that. That's ridiculous, man. What you got?
Yeah, real quick. This is Revelation.
Like Esau's just gonna let you surpass him. That's not gonna happen. It's all fair and game. It's all business. He'll never allow that. He'll throw the board on the floor and burn it before you slap all the pieces. You know you're about to lose.
Yeah. Rage quit.
Yeah, come on, man. Esau would never allow that. Are you kidding me? He'll drop a nuke, a pocket nuke,
Oh, yeah.
before he lets that happen, man. Go ahead. Literally. Go ahead.
This is
That's why these inventors, they get taken out, you know? Because if that information comes out, you know,
Where he at?
he can do it, yeah. That's basically them, in a sense, surpassing Esau, you know? Oh, he did that, not Esau.
Well, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as just he's messing with his money. You know, if Esau got a little, but as long as he's getting the benefit, he don't care. He got a little invention, okay, cool. He might steal it, he might not, he might, you know. And this time he might not steal it as long as he gets the profit.
right.
He's a demon. Just don't play with his bread. You play with his bread, his gas and his oil, and
He has to die.
he has to die. That was a tragedy what happened today. Such a bright soul. You know?
I was talking to him the other day.
A bright future. That's like the other day. It was a bright future. Outside, I could barely sleep last night.
Guy indoors, he had demons. He was sniffing a lot of cocaine.
That's the best.
Let's go get some steak. You want some?
On me,
Talk
on
to
me.
his mother.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is Revelation 17 and 13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast, These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Yeah, they that are with him are called, chosen, faithful. Right? That's the elect. All right? And hey, when he comes back, man, he's coming back. And he's coming to take up the elect and take out these armies, man. Man, when he takes out these armies, man, ain't gonna be nothing left. Ain't gonna be nothing left. So if you're going to war, it's World War III, hey, you're not coming back, man. You're not coming back, okay? It's the war to end all wars. There ain't gonna be no, I just survived. No, you're not gonna survive, man. That's it. Right? It's gonna be a very gruesome war, man. There's millions and millions that were died in World War II, man.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot more that die in this one. You know? Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 16.
Read aloud.
Yeah. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 33 says, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn.
Because there's gonna be a shortage of men. You understand what I'm saying? And then the men that's left, a lot of them are gonna be looking to grab them up and throw them in trucks. You see what I'm saying? They gonna have no mercy, man. Hey, when society falls, man, these men do the men that are out here that want to do something, they gonna do what they want to do. Men that have been haven't been it's the incels as they call them, they're gonna do what they want to do when society crashes. And it's gonna crash. All right? It is going to crash. It's 100%. Ain't no maybe, it might not. 100% it's gonna crash.
That's right, that's right.
And then women out here that are by themselves, that don't have husbands or someone to protect them, they have zero chance. Zero chance of success.
Like what's happening?
And that's their elect lady, you know. That's it. That's the only chance they get. But the elect women, they're going to be linked up with the men of the Lord. The men of the Lord are going to find them, and they're going to be good under the men of the Lord. But them other dudes out here, they're going to be like wild beasts, man.
That's right, that's right.
They're going to do what they want to do, man. Any lust that they had, any fantasy, they're going to ask you. They're not going to ask you. Let me take you out to dinner. I'm going to take you to the movies. Sure. They ain't going to ask you for none of that.
Let me get your number.
Give me this. And any sign of resistance, you want to see black. That's a fact. I'm going to tell you the fact. We're not going to do that, but these other dudes out here, they're going to do it. They're going to get down. There's a lot of Jeffrey Dahmers out here. We won't be running away from you. We're going to be going like this, you know?
Yeah. Stay far.
All right? Please, you have food? No, I ain't got no. Nope. No.
It's finished.
Just for me. Please. No.
Get your hands off.
Okay, get your hands off. Yeah, we gonna be that Denzel spirit. Get your hands off me. But these other dudes, man, they're gonna be doing what they want to do, man. See, this first world society has deceived you, man. Thinking it's gonna be like this forever. No. We're coming to the end of a kingdom, man. And it's gonna be rough. Transition is gonna be real rough.
Some bitches gonna be burning their Lululemons real quick.
Oh, a lot of them don't have nothing else to wear.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing else. So they won't be out here just advertising unwillingly. Okay, go ahead.
It says, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yeah, like I said, man, any sign of resistance, you're gonna see black. Can wake up, you know, draws at your ankles and what happened, you know what happened.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up.
No. Hold on, brother. Like the Pokemon game, you know, in the beginning when you're in the truck. Yo, it's about guy, he knows the point, the Game Boy game. Like you start off every game, you start getting in the truck, you know, you're just moving, you know, just, hey, shit, yeah. Where am I going? Yeah, they open up the truck. I'm trying to paint the scenario. They're gonna open up, you know the noise that the trucks make. You see the light. You haven't seen the light in a while because who knows how long you've been driving. You know? Might bring you somewhere with a water hose. Bottles of water. Wash you off with it. This is the time we're coming to, man. Go watch the movie The Road, man. The movie The Road is a good depiction because they didn't sugarcoat anything in that movie, man. He even said, no, the wife said this. She said, now when they find us, they're gonna kill you and kill me.
Rape me.
Or no, they're gonna rape me and rape your son and then eat us, something like that. And that's what the time we're coming to, man. When ain't no food to find out here, there ain't gonna be no nice spirit, man. And it's another thing. It's gonna be the survival of the fittest.
That's right.
It's not gonna be no chivalry's been dead anyway. But in that time, you could just forget about it. Even the simps ain't gonna help you, man.
Oh, like that nigga, like that team in they ended up turning on the dominatrix.
Oh yeah.
Because he was paying the
You
woman
pick it and he started like then she slapped him in the eyes and that shit up.
Oh, the video.
He said that was a scrawny little guy. That was a scrawny, weak guy. That guy, I'll flick him in his head. You know, he'll fall back and break something. He was beating her ass and he was running out the street. Stay here. You know? Stay here. So guess what? Hey, them dudes, them type of guys, they're gonna do what they want to do. Yeah, them dudes.
Yeah, he's gonna say. He's gonna go back to his nature.
No, he ain't going that deep in his nature. He gonna just, he's a two-spirit. But even them two-spirit, they're stronger than. Hey, when they transition, when they do the MMA and they're really they do the bro, them dudes that be in there with the wigs on. They be breaking jaws, fracturing skulls. That's dangerous work, man. There's a difference between the strength of a man and the strength of a woman. The Most High made it that way for a reason, man. There's one that's supposed to be dominant and one that's supposed to be submissive. Ain't no in between and partnership. That's for this time. You see, but you see, in that time, they ain't gonna be asking about no partnership. They gonna want somebody to lead them down to safety. Matter of fact, get it. Isaiah 4:1.
Like that woman boxer.
Yeah.
What's her name? Sharila's.
Shield, Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, she wants to fight Thurman. Like,
She just talking shit.
huh?
Just talking shit. He'll kill, but she might die. I could outbox him. If he hits you with a clean shot, you might die. You might know the Most High might make an example. Wow. And I was hoping that he did it too. I was hoping that
Me too.
I want to see.
The woman hits the floor.
I would have paid for that paper. I would have actually paid for it. I would have paid for it.
Oh, she's not waking
I
up.
would have got the money together.
Yeah, all my savings, yes.
Okay, Akim, come to the house. Y'all said in the group chat, Akims. Come to the 9 p.m. be there. Sharp.
Don't
Sharp.
be late.
Popcorn won't be there. You know? Trying to stay away from watermelon for a little bit so that watermelon won't be there. Watermelon? Oh shit, man. Cold water. Cold water. Ice cold. The AC on. Oh, it's just a special occasion, man. Special occasion. Atkins. Okay? And then we go watch it, man. Alright? But there was another one, there's another chick. Because when they do that shit, they actually get demons on them. They're supposed to be they're supposed to be in the house. Stay in the house when that time, you know, your husband will protect, you know, stay in the house. All that extra shit, they get demons on them when they do that. A lot of times, man. In this society, I understand you teach your daughter to do that because it's a dangerous world now. But it's always been dangerous, man. It's always been dangerous, really, to be honest. But they get demons on them. Like this one chick, I was watching this video, she was talking about how she was like a top level MMA fighter, and she got into a fight with one of the cooks, like her boss cook that was there. And she said, you know what, I could beat him up, I'm an MMA fighter. So then she tried to fight his ass, and he's just a regular guy, and he fucking knocked her ass out so bad. I think she had like some trauma with her brain and all that. And she said, oh my, that's what humbled me and let me know my strength. And then she got fired. And he didn't, you know, the ones that were over them, they seen what happened. They said, no, that's good for her. Okay, so she got a wake-up call. See, but a lot of them, they think that they could actually, that little jiu-jitsu you do, that's going to help you from the strength of a man. It's not.
It's not.
Especially when the Most High puts that spirit on him, that old nature. Man, come on, man. Get out of here.
There always some different videos, whether on Instagram or skits. Not skits, but like these different interactions that happen with like a man and his female. Let's see the female keeps on hitting him with blah blah blah, and he just slaps her. And you know, you can see her face, she shocks you. Realize, oh shit, you know, I'm a female. You know, she reverts back to her nature. You know, for a split second, there's a Salah moment. You know, she's holding the face like this. You know, she's acknowledging the pain and seeing that, yo, I'm weaker than this man.
There's no consequences for their behavior in this society. In that time, well, the Lord's going to bring all the consequences at once. He's going to bring the consequence at once. The judgment at once. All right? We got Isaiah 4:1. Read that.
Isaiah 4 and verse 1, it says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yeah, so they don't care if you have 7 other women or 5 other women, 3 other women following you. They just need that. They need that protection. They need that protection. They need that covering. That's what they're going to be looking for in that time. All right? And part of their reproach is going to be these dudes that are going to look and say, oh, I thought you didn't need no man. Eve is going to get the worst reproach. And that's why I can't wait. And I hope that, and I know the Lord's going to start waking up more Jakes. More Jakes are going to start waiting, say, you know what, I tried, and it's, forget about it. I'm gonna. And then they're going to say, no, please, no, I'm done with you. All right? Because even the apostle already said, a few months back, he said, and there's nothing you could do to get us back. And I agree with that. That's the spirit that dominates. There's nothing you could do. It's done. All right? There's nothing you can do to get us back. It's over. All right? And the more Jakes get into that mindset, they're going to be through. They're going to start looking around. You're not even arguing with us no more.
Oh shit.
That's going to mess them up. Because they do that and they say that wickedness and that to try to get Jake, and then Jake's in the comment, nah, that ain't true. And I'm like, why are you replying to these losers? Let them stay in their echo chamber, man. Because when the more they see that you're disinterested, that's what's really going to mess them up. See? Even when they're with Esau, they be looking to see if you're looking at him.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't looking at you, bitch. All right? Go ahead.
That was it.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 32 and verse 2.
Right there, I might shake Esau's hand. Thank you. Thank you. What? I just want to thank you for taking it off my hands. Go ahead.
Isaiah 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind,
Yeah.
and a covert from the tempest.
Right. So that's the tribulation is getting ready to come. There's going to be a lot of tribulation. The Lord is going to, he's going to bring all the tempests that he got in this place, man. He said he's going to put the plagues of Egypt upon this place. Right? Go ahead.
It says,
Start with a miracle. Go ahead.
as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
That's right. That's right. So it's going to be, when you see a man, that's going to be salvation to you. It's going to be when we looking at Yahweh Shai, that's salvation. They're going to look at the man like, especially if he knows where he looks like he knows where he's going and what he's doing. And you see that he ain't even coming to, you ain't trying to grade me? Can I come with you?
Like the book of Eli.
Yeah.
The book of Eli.
Yeah.
Can I come? No.
But except in like how these different stupid end time shows, they ain't gonna give you no attitude.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall in line. There ain't gonna be no attitude in that time. You crazy? Attitude? It's gonna be complete order. Order. On the first side of that ball, man. Once. I speak once.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine
Oh,
gold.
what's that setting up Eve to be the worst out here, bro? He's setting up Eve to be the worst out here. Go ahead.
It says, and I will
They're
make
the top. They're the top losers. When I see them, I just see like so much videos. I say, these are losers, man. These are such losers, man. Complete losers, failures. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
That's right. Hey man, hey, the Lord is going to show you how precious we are in that day, man. Hey, the men of the Lord is going to show you what's up. Okay? See, right now it's all good. It's all gravy. You got Tinder, you got Instagram, you got all these different things. Keep that, man. It's really ain't even worth it to deal with these women in this time, to be honest. Because there's none of them is exclusive. It's really not even worth it, to be honest. But it's just, you know, it is what it is. Jay gonna do what he do, but it's just like, you know, they're just so far gone, you know? They're so far gone, man, mentally. You know? Go ahead. What you got?
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, said Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. But I will
wise
deliver,
man, wise man, very wise.
but I will deliver you from the same.
I would deliver you from the state. Okay? He'll deliver you from what? He'll deliver you from what? The destruction that's coming, man. Calamities, man.
Wise man.
All right? There's all kind of hell that's getting ready to come besides the nuclear missiles. All things that's coming before that, man. There's things that's going to lead up to it. It's a buildup. So you're going to have to go through the things that are in between. And if Yahweh Shemel shine with you, hey, these people are going to see there's no hope soon. Now there's still hope. There's still I go to work and hopefully I get a new job. There's still some type of hope. There's going to be a point there's no hope at all. Talk about job. What do you mean job? What is job? Okay? How can I eat? You understand? Ain't going to be no future seen in these places, man. Oh, the place speaks about a place that was sown, the school storehouses. Even if you got, if it's similar, bring it out.
Okay,
you know what I'm talking
the
about?
storehouses, it says here in 2nd Ezra 6 and
This isn't it.
no, but I had something else. It says here 2nd Ezra 6 and 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
That's right.
That's right. You're gonna be chilling one day and then all of a sudden it just takes one event. It doesn't take, you know, it doesn't take too long. It'll take an event to make things happen, man.
Right.
You know?
If I may add too, it's even like the system, the way they ship in foods and products, you know, compared to the ancient world, it's a lot faster to get cut off and stop, you know? Because in the ancient world, when you would see the city, it would take a while, a couple months.
Yeah.
But now it's going to take like a couple days. And you're done, you know? Not even a week.
Yeah,
you know?
they say that every supermarket got 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. But the ancient world, it literally took you, what, like a couple months to besiege a city to, you know, basically stop that transportation route, whatever, you know?
Yeah. It's also they produce their own food too.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing. The individuals produce their own thing. They had their own farms, their own meat, own cattle, own sheep. And also they had more of a took a long time. They don't. These people don't have anything. What do they have in the city?
That's right.
You have what's in your fridge. That's it.
That's it, yeah.
You have what's in your fridge. That's it. We'll get to a point that's going to be gone in no time. And then some people don't have nothing in their fridge. Some people got an apple in their fridge.
That's true.
A lot of people. Okay. You have to start eating the spices out of the
Wow.
That's crazy. The garlic. Yeah. For force.
Had something.
Yeah, so Esau has made it so the people are completely dependent on the system.
Yeah.
So once he is removed, once he stops the functioning of the system, then it's going to be through.
That's how he
They're
likes
going
it.
to beg for a solution.
That's how he likes it, man. That's how he likes it. What you got, bro?
This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 6. Ask ye now and see.
Show you that dressing like another, dressing like one that's a demonic spirit. Because he's out here, he's homeless, but he got enough money to go take time to go paint his nails. That's a demonic spirit that's on him.
Yeah, oh my.
Go ahead.
It says, Jeremiah 30 and verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great.
That's that fear, man. That's that fear on these people when they face turn pale. That's that fear, right?
It It says, alas, for that day is great,
And
so
that
that
hunger, being malnourished. Go ahead.
it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Who's going to be saved out of Jacob? The elect. Everyone else is going to have to go through it. Everyone else is going to have to basically, suffer, be destroyed through it. Okay? And it's not just going to be destroyed as if to go back to the spirit world and die, but also be destroyed spiritually. Your spirit's going to be broken during that time. You're not going to, when you see these, they're not going to be the same people. They're not going to be the same. That guy you know, oh, he was a cool guy in high school. You have food. They're not going to be the same, man. That's the spirit of the Lord. They're not going to be the same, man. They're going to be totally different, man. Because of what? The tribulations that's going to come upon them. Go ahead, what you got, bro?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
Yeah, you're going to be burnt up. That was the spirit of the Lord that showed an example. You know, this dude might have been, that was at the fitness.
Oh, yeah?
He had his hidden mind. I'm going to show him,
Okay, yeah.
But then when you see him in that day, he's going to be through. You're not going to be the same. The spirit is going to be broken, man. But the elect, they're still going to have their stability, their mental stability, man. Okay, because they're going to be in the truth. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 33 and 6. All right? Yeah, Isaiah 33 and 6.
Isaiah 33 and 6.
Yep.
And it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our time. Having this knowledge is what's going to keep us stable in that time. And these people, they don't have that knowledge, so they're done. They're going to be wandering in darkness, not knowing where to turn. Right? That's why the scriptures say there shall be a crying for wine in the street. They're going to want answers, but the answers is not going to be given to them, man. Get me that in Amos 8. They're going to be looking for the truth, and we're not going to be giving it to them. Right? They're done. They're going to be looking for the truth when it's too late, and they're going to know it's too late. The Spirit's going to reveal to them, it's too late. I should have been out there with them, learning. They were talking. I know they have something to do with it.
And what they're going to do? They're going to go to get the chip?
Of course.
You know?
Of course they're going to go get the chip. You know? Well,
It's the only solution. The only solution.
That's the salvation for them.
They gotta trust in Esau. Go ahead.
Amos 8.
Well, what did Saul do? When Saul said the Lord wasn't doing, he went to the witch.
Yeah,
You gotta go to the left hand. You can't. The right, most ain't gonna be answering them on the right. So they gotta go. Oh, it says that they shall consult with the witches, and they shall turn to their witches. And,
Yeah.
All right. You know what scripture I'm talking about? They shall turn to witches, to their familiar spirits, and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, which I asked for that before. Yeah, jump to that point. Jump to that point too. You know? What you got, bro?
Amos 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine of the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
That's right.
So you know that eventually this word is not going to be easily accessible. And at some point in time, the Lord is going to close the doors of mercy or the doors of grace, for access to be have of this truth, man. And at that time, that's when they're going to be seeking. They're going to be seeking us, seeking the prophets, man, to find answers, know what's going on. How do I get saved? All these things. But it's going to be through, man.
It's too late, huh?
It's going to be too late. Too late.
Even though they go check, how you call that, chat GPT, they won't say, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're gonna need permission. How they gonna get on no chat?
Yeah, it's true.
It's gonna block that.
Yeah, true.
Block that. That's a lot of that. That's a form of answer.
The break is gonna be down. There's no internet, that we're gonna research shit.
Because if that was the case, yeah, exactly. If that was the case, they'd ask, where is the great millstone Israelites meet? They'll have no access to the chat.
No videos, no nothing. That's right.
It's gonna be a what do you call it, EMP type situation. It's gonna be EMP type situations. You can't access the internet, you can't access electricity. All right, you're gonna be in those type of situations. All right, and then when it's time to be able to access, it's gonna be regulations. There's gonna be things you have to do. You gotta get the chip.
Like you said, when it's time, because we don't know when they're going to give back the access to that. That's right. Who's going to block all that? Everything that you have created dependence upon, that's going to be stopped against the halls.
That's right. Okay, good. Bro.
Isaiah 19 and verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards.
Yeah, go ahead, speak.
Read that again.
Isaiah 19 and verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Right, the spirit of Egypt, that's the wisdom, okay? Even their hope, that's all going to fail. Okay, all right?
And I will destroy the counsel thereof.
Right, he was going to destroy the counsel of the wise men of Esau, man. Okay? All right? He's going to thwart their counsel, man. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits.
Right, so they're going to seek the idols to seek for answers, seek for help. That's also for the little people, those regular citizens. They're going to seek, they're going to go to the left-hand side like we were going into, man. To seek for answers, to seek for refuge. Because everybody's going to seek some type of refuge in that time, man. Because that the elect, the hopeful elect, said the elect, hopefully we're of that number, we're going to seek to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to help us. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to guide us, man. Okay? Right? Like it says, he is the God of them who keeps his commandments and precepts, man. So be not afraid when the time of trouble comes, man. Okay? Right?
It says, and to the wizard.
The wizard. Okay, that's the sorcerers, man. They're not going to be able to answer them. So once again, the left-hand side works for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The Lord wants to open the left-hand side to answer these demons, these warlocks, and he can allow it, but he can also cut it.
And he is going to cut it.
He's going to cut it. He's going to cut it. This is the council of Egypt shall fail, man.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 11, and Job 12 and verse 14 says, behold, he breaketh down and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man and there can be no opening. Okay, so basically the Lord has the ability to open or to shut up. Okay, he'll give you the access to what he wants to give you, and he can stop that access, man. Okay?
That's right. Total control.
Yeah, the real total control. You got something? Okay. You realize in 33. So this is second. Yes.
Isaiah 10 and verse 20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
That's right. So they're going to lean upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushua rather than leaning upon Esau Edom. Understand that Esau Edom is the end of the world. If I'm trying to lean upon him, that's not going to be a good support. Look at these people trying to lean on Donald Trump. Look where he's leading. He's clearly not for the people. None of these leaders are for the people. Right? I don't care if they're Republican or a Democrat. They're all for the same team. you don't see that by now, you're just a zombie.
I saw this morning the video from a mayor, a black mayor from Florida, that sold out. You saw it too, huh?
Yeah.
To ISIS, you know? I had to do it.
ISIS or ISIS?
Ice for ice, you know? I had to do it.
Yeah.
My jaw was on the line or something like that.
Yeah. They have to, just like they have to vote for particular bills. It's not a vote like, oh, I don't believe in this, I read it, I don't like it. They don't read 10,000 pages, 3,000 pages is like that, go home and study. No. It's politics, man. They tell them, okay, yeah, you sign, and we need you, this much people to agree. And that's how much people agree.
That's right.
Oh, 50 to 51. Oh, that one. Oh, thank goodness for Jiggy Vance. Get out of here, man. That's all Hollywood, man. Because even this one Jake dude that was speaking to them, these little meetings they have, he said, listen, you guys all sold out. You guys all have to, you all vote based upon, you know, what Trump threatens you with, you know? Because you don't want to lose your position in this. So it's all bribery. It's all corrupt. It's not about righteousness. It's not about what's best for the people. It's about whatever the elites want to push forward.
That's right.
That's it. You know, so that voting is not. It's all an illusion. It's like they're sitting there really. Is this good for the people? Like they're calculating according to their own mind what they think is best for the people. No, it's what they tell them to sign. That's what they sign. That's why all these things can just go through like that. There's no problem. Okay? Yeah. Criminalize homelessness. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So now anyone's homeless to get put into an institution. That's tyranny, man. That's 1984. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's not good for anybody. Because if, let's say if something happens to you, you want to live off the grid, you can't do that now. According to that act. Now you will be deemed as a psycho and you need to be locked up in a facility. That's what Trump just did.
We're building concentration. Sea camp.
Oh yeah.
Concentration.
Rapid speed too.
Yeah, rapid speed.
Rapid.
The one in the Everglades, they built it in I think 8 days.
Yep.
You know? That's just only one, you know?
Because they're not making it for your comfort. Okay, they're making it throw you on a cold metal bench.
That's right.
You know? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, Scripture said that you shall be you may be locked up for 10 days, man.
Okay, that's right.
You know, you got to be faithful unto death. That's the elect. These people when they're in that situation, what do I have to do to get out? Please, you know, screaming to get out. You know, we might be in a cell. An angel might be sitting with us, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
But then with Apostle Peter,
Yeah.
the angels freed him out of the prison.
Bringing some food.
Like Habakkuk brought food to Daniel in the lion's den. Things were written for our comfort. Right?
That's right.
Let's get the last scriptures.
Yes, I'm good. This is okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
That's right. That's right. So you trust in them, it's gonna lead to your hurt.
That's right.
It's gonna lead to your hurt. You got something? Okay. You got something? What's up?
We're going into how like these politicians, they basically have to go along with the program of the elites. That's Revelation 13, where it says that whosoever will not worship the beast shall be shall be killed.
Right? Yeah, well, he's pushing the idea, Trump is pushing the idea of arresting particular mayors, officials, judges, if they go against his certain orders. You know, so he's been pushing that up. So that's showing you, man, it's leading to those type of things. Go ahead.
Yeah, 2 Timothy 1 and 7. For the Most High had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love, and of a sound mind. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partakers of the afflictions of the gospel, according to the power of the Most High, who hath saved us and called us with a holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Hamashiach Yahushai before the world began.
That's right. So this is something that was given from the beginning, right? So you come into this truth because you were chosen to come into this truth. That's it. You can't force anyone to come into this truth. This thing has to be in you. You know? So with that, we're going to close up. We're going to face the east. Of all praises, glory, and honor.
To Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Kodash.
That was a great millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to Akim out there pushing this word out in sincerity. Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Elohaynawa, Yahweh, Chad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Elohaynawa, Yahweh, Chad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Elohaynawa, Yahweh, Chad, Abad Babal, Kom Yasha Allah, Kom Yasha Allah, Kom Yasha Allah. Shalom.